right. Hey, Miss Goessel.
Hey, Miss House.
Good morning.
How are you?
Ready Good. How are you?
Pretty good.
Good. Are you ready to make our Earth Day art project?
I'm so excited to make our Earth Day art project.
Okay, so before we start drawing, I always make my kids say this art mantra because we always talk about, we're worried about the process more than the product. So we're always talking about a growth mindset. So you're going to repeat after me. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, I'm going to try my best.
To try my best.
Mistakes
help
me improve my artwork. This is going to take time and effort. I refuse to give up on myself. All right. So your paper should be up and down.
Okay.
All right. And I'm going to use my Sharpie. So the very first thing that we're going to do is we're going to draw the earth, but our earth is going to be heart-shaped. So I'm going to take my finger and put it right in the very middle of your paper.
Okay.
And then bring it up about halfway and make a little dot. And then do the same thing. So bring your finger to the middle and bring it down about halfway and make a little dot. And that's going to be about the size of our heart. So we're going to start at the top of the dot. And I'm going to trace my finger just to make sure I like the curve of my heart. So I'm going to go up.
I'm scared.
You can do it.
I'm going to go the opposite direction.
Okay. And then I'm going to curve it around and I'm going to meet down at that mark that I made down there.
Okay.
Nice. And then our heart is going to do the same thing on the other side. So I'm going to start at that dot and draw the same curve on this side.
Okay. This is the side that scares me. I'm left-handed, so I don't go to that side very well.
You can do it. Okay, nice. And then do the same thing down to meet at the
Not
point.
exactly symmetrical, but you get the point.
That's okay. Our earth isn't. All right, perfect. All right, so now we're going to go ahead, before we draw the land mass, we're going to give our heart a little face. So I'm going to draw two little cutie eyes. So I'm going to draw a circle here and about the same size a circle there. So I'm going to draw a circle here and a circle here. And my eyes are not the same size, and that's okay. Okay, and then before I fill in my eyes, I'm going to give them some reflection. So I'm going to draw a little circle there and a little circle there. Yep, and I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Fill in the eyes, leave the two white spots blank. If you need to pause the video, you can pause it at any time. Cute. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and give it a little smile. I just make a little smile. And you can put it wherever you'd like. Nice. Okay, so now we're going to make our heart look like the earth. So we're going to give it some land. So I'm going to start about here and I'm going to draw kind of a curve, and this is land, so it shouldn't be a perfect line, so you can just kind of make it a little wavy.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. And then I'm going to draw it coming out a little bit, and if it kind of runs into your eyeball, mine didn't, but if it runs into your eyeball, that's okay. You can just kind of skip around it. Yep, and then I'm gonna kind of bring it around and up for Florida. And it's not gonna look perfect, but we'll make it close. And then just kind of make another little wavy line until you get to the end of your heart. Nice, and we'll make a little landmass right here. Again, just with some really wavy lines.
I'm good at wavy lines. It's the straight
Yeah,
ones.
that's why I like this one, because these lines shouldn't be perfect because we're drawing land. And then we're gonna go ahead and make kind of a wavy crooked line down like this. And then we can kind of bring it on down like that. Cute, and then we'll go ahead and make maybe a little landmass right here. We're not making it perfect, but we're just gonna make it so you can tell this is the earth. Even if our land masses aren't recognizable. And then I'm gonna make maybe like a one like that. And bring it on up. So now we're pretty much done, but now we're gonna decorate the background. You can do yours exactly like mine, or you can make it a little bit different. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make just some lines going out, and I'm gonna make sure I start from the heart and go to the edge of the paper, and I'm gonna make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 lines, I think. So I'm gonna do it like this. So 1, make sure you go from heart to the edge. 2, and then let's see, 3, 4, 5.
Where is that fifth one? Is it at the point or off of them? There we go.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
6, 7. Oh, I gotta go over and read that one. 8, 9, and 10. Okay, then I'm gonna put a pattern in every other one. So we're gonna make some of them blank and some of them have a pattern. If you wanna fill them all in, you can, or if you wanna do different patterns than me, that's up to you. So I think I'm gonna start with this first one. I'm gonna make some polka dots. So just some polka dots, make some circles big, some circles small. Sometimes I like to make my circles look like they're going off the page like that. Let's do part of the circle. Cute. Okay, and then I'm going to skip this one. So I'm going to go to this one down here and I'm going to draw some hearts. I'm going to do it the same way. So make some of them small, some of them bigger, some of them can kind of go off the pattern a little bit. If you get to like the line of your heart, just skip, pretend, and then continue it. Okay, and then skip, and then this next one, since it's Earth Day, I thought we could draw some earth things, so I'm going to draw some flowers. So I'm just going to make some simple little daisies. just a circle and then some petals all the way around. So a simple little daisy. He's going to do a couple of those. Maybe one more tap here. All right, so skip this one, and then the next one we're going to make just a simple little stripe. You could make your lines wavy or zigzag if you want, or you can just make them parallel, horizontal lines.
Trying to decide.
It's actually, like the orientation of my papers are actually kind of diagonal, but let me see my, ooh, I like that. Okay. All right, and then skip this one. And then the last one, I think I'm just gonna draw some like vines. So I'm gonna make a couple of wavy lines like this.
I ended up with an extra one somehow. I will coordinate this into wavy lines to combine it.
And then I'm gonna make this little leaves. That worked out perfectly for you, actually. Happy accidents.
Exactly.
Speaking of happy accidents, I don't know if you can see, but he is my little guy of my
And that may be the true joy in painting, is when you share it with other people. I really believe that's the true joy.
my Bob Ross bobblehead. It's many different things. When you're an art teacher, you get all kinds of funny little things like that. Miss Goessel, have you met our art friend, Mr. Paintbrush?
I have not met your art friend, Mr. Paintbrush.
Okay, so Mr. Paintbrush only comes out when we are ready to paint, and he loves to watch people paint. So just to remind you about our painting, he wants to remind you that we only hold our paintbrush on the handle part. This gray part and the bristles are the danger zone. So we do not touch that danger zone. Okay, are you ready? And this is something that I got from a teacher. Her name is Cassie Stevens, but the kids love it and they think it's hilarious every time we say it. So repeat after me. We treat our paintbrush.
We treat our paintbrush
Like a ballerina.
like a ballerina.
It dances on its tippy toes.
It dances on its tippy toes,
Not scooting on its bottom.
not scooting on its bottom.
So we're ready to paint. So we're going to paint the face first. So this part should be what color?
That part should be blue.
Blue. And then these land parts are going to be
Those should be green.
green. So I'm going to show you a fun little trick that I think. There's this book that I always read for Earth Day, and I'm actually sad that it is stuck in my classroom. I should have thought about it. I can't get it out, but I think it's called The Earth and I, and it's a watercolored illustrated book. It's so pretty. But so what we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit of blue, and I'm going to outline first. And then I'm going to take, without getting any more paint, just take a little bit of water, and then you just kind of drag it out. And so it's going to make this really pretty, like, lighter effect inside. It's going to kind of make it look watery.
I don't have enough water on my brush.
So I just trace the outline of everything as best as I can with the blue paint. And then without getting any more paint on my brush, I take water and I drag it out. And it's gonna make it look like water, because it is water. That's what we're painting.
Too much water.
Remember, if you're painting, trace the edges with paint, and then without getting any more paint on your brush, rinse it off and use the water to drag the paint out to the middle. That's going to make a really pretty effect. You're going to do the same thing with green for the land. If you are not using paint, you can use colors like markers, crayons, or colored pencils.
Okay, nice, looks beautiful. Okay, so since our earth is mainly cool colors, I thought that we could do some warm colors in the background, but it's up to you. So our warm colors are our reds, oranges, and yellows. And if you wanted to blend any, blend them on your paper, not in your palette. You all done?
I'm all done.
Okay. Thanks, Ms. Goessel, for helping, for making your painting looks beautiful.
Thank you. It was so much fun. Great idea.
Thanks.